Hello everyone and welcome to the podcast. I'm Shigeki. Today we're going to talk about how to deal with being treated like a beginner when you change careers mid-career. This topic focuses on salarymen changing jobs and I'll share my experiences. In my career, I worked in sales almost exclusively, but when I changed jobs, I often had to learn everything from scratch, even the industry and the products. So, today we'll discuss how to handle situations where you might be mocked or made fun of by your coworkers because of your lack of experience. I spent most of my time in Japan doing individual sales until my 30s. Then I moved to a foreign country and through a recruiting agent, started working as a sales manager in the corporate sales department at the Precision Press Parts Factory. This was a big shift from individual sales to corporate sales and it was very challenging. The work is completely different between individual and corporate sales. In individual sales, the time until a contract is closed is very short. It was a world where securing a contract was the top priority. However, corporate sales is not a world where a newcomer can quickly produce results. Building trust with clients is crucial. Also, precision press parts are a very specialized field that uses metal walls, which is a world of craftsmanship. It requires years of consistent work. It's not easy to achieve significant results right after changing jobs. After changing jobs, I really struggled with my inability to do my work. I didn't know how to proceed, what to study, or how to achieve success. The company had around 100 employees. There were only two other Japanese people, the factory manager and the production manager. The rest of the staff were local. The production manager, a Kansai native with a bright personality, was a very direct person. However, I didn't think he had bad intentions, but one day he told me, "You are like a baby," because he didn't like my approach to work. I was shocked and I got very angry. I'm not the type to accept advice from others easily. I was always motivated to improve through my own efforts and prove my critics wrong. So, when colleagues mock or tease you, it can be infuriating. Many people likely experience this when changing careers. When you join a new company, you probably know nothing about the company, the job, or the industry. In that case, people around you may say various things to you. Some may be well-intentioned, but others may be hurtful. So, what can you do? I didn't respond to him, but the most important thing is to study seriously. When you change jobs, you have to study to fill in your gaps in knowledge. Even though I say this, I wasn't really interested in the manufacturing industry, and I eventually resigned from the company. It is important to remember that even if you are not doing well at your job, you should not tolerate workplace harassment or power harassment from your boss. Being bad at your job and the power harassment you may experience are separate issues. Regardless of your work performance, you have the right to stand up against abusive supervisors. I actually did this during my probation period, but in hindsight, I think that was too much. It's better to remain calm during probation and bare your teeth only after that period. Always keep in mind that those are separate issues. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you for listening to today's podcast.